What's my name?
Wildy boy.
What's my name?
Wildy boy.
What's my name?
Wildy boy.
Let's go! What's up mga kababayan? Ako nga pala si Wildy na kagaya mo noon na nangarap. Pero dahil sa pagsusumikap, pag inaapot ang matagal lang hinahanap, inilusan, di ko tinulugan. Ginawa ng paraan, ano man ninais na makuha. Kahit kalaki, man ito hirap at luha. Pinagsumikap ako pa rin ang labis. Kaya mga ka-Wildy, be consistent, patient, laging positibo. Be inspired and motivated. At umiwas lang sa mga taong negatibo. Yan ang tinatago ko sekreto para mga plano sa huli pagtagumpayan. At palagi ka tumutok sa aking challenge na sa ganong kaalam ang kakayahan madagdagan. Yan!
Kumusta mga ka-Wildy boy? Isang pinagpalang araw sa inyo lahat dyan sa Pilipinas. And sa lahat ng mga kababayan kong OFW, mabuhay po kayo lahat.
Mga ka-Wildy boy, meron na akong ibabagi sa inyong latest news regarding mga pagbabago about study permit application dito sa bansang Canada. So babasahin ko tong balita mga ka-Wildy boy. Galing to sa immigrationnewscanada.ca. New cost of living increase for Canada study permit 2024. The new cost of living requirement for Canada study permits will come into effect for all applicants applying on or after January 1, 2024. The new cost of living requirement for applying for a Canada study permit will now be $20,635. Ang mahal na mga ka-Wildy boy. Walang halos milyones na to sa Pilipinas guys pag kinonvert into peso. On top of the first year's tuition and travel expenses. Furthermore, this living expenses or expense requirement increases further depending on the number of accompanied family members with an international student. So, depende pa to kung meron ka pang kasamang mga family members kaysa may karagdagan pa yan or may mga pagbabago rin. Previously, this was set at 10,000 in the early 2000s and was never revised again, leaving international students struggling to cover the cost of basic needs. So may dahilan mga kabayan na bakit nila binago itong student permit application cost mga kabayan na, or yung mga bayaran. Furthermore, IRCC will be adjusting this cost of living criterion every year to stay up with the Statistics Canada's Low Income Cutoff or LICO in order to maintain continued responsiveness to economic realities. So ang pagkakaunawa kayo mga ka-Wildy boy, kaya nila tinaasan yung magabayad sa study permit mga ka-Wildy boy is depende to kasi sa nangyayari na dito kumaga inflation. So kinakailangan masuportahan mo talaga ng tama. Kasi iniiwasan nila dito na masangkot sila sa mga exploitation na tinatawag. So ito yung pinaka main reason dito mga ka-Wildy boy eh. So tuloy tayo mga kabayan ha. In 2024, a single applicant will have to demonstrate that they have 20,635, which is equivalent to 75% of LICO plus the cost of their first year's tuition and transportation. So nakalagay dito mga ka-Wildy boy, new cost of living requirement for Canada study permit as well as any accompanying family members. If an international student and his or her two family members want to spend a year in any Canadian province other than Quebec, then they will require 31,583 in living expenses. So, kailangan mag-provide sila ng ganito kalaking halaga. More than 1 million na to sa pera natin mga kabayan ha. 31,583. Kung kayo ay tatlo natitira sa Canada, sa loob lamang ng isang taon yan. Nakalagay dito number of family members including the applicant. Amount of funds required per year not including tuition. So, just for example na lang, ikaw lamang yung pupunta dito as a student. Ang kinakailangan mong bayaran for study permit sa loob ng isang taon ay 20,635 Canadian dollars. Kung dalawa kayo mga kabayan, kasama mo yung asawa mo or mister mo, magbabayad ka ng 25,690 Canadian dollars in a year. If tatlo kayo, 31,583 Canadian dollars. If apat, 38,346 Canadian dollars. If lima kayo, 43,492 Canadian dollars. If anim, 49,051 Canadian dollars. If pito kayo, 54,611 Canadian dollars. So nakalagay dito, if more than 7 people, each additional family member, kinakailangan magbayad ng 5,559 Canadian dollars. So ito na yung dahilan kung bakit nila tinaasan guys ha. The increase is meant to reduce student susceptibility to exploitation, kagaya ng binanggit ko kanina, so that students have enough finances for their pocket money. So, nangangahulugan dito, nire-required ng bansang Canada na kinakailangan sundin nyo ito nang sa ganun, maiwasan ng exploitation at talagang ma-maintain nyo na kaya ninyong suportahan ninyong sarili sa pamamagitan ng pagpo-provide ng ganitong halaga. Nakalagay dito for international students destined to study in Quebec. So, exclusively in Quebec, the cost of living requirements are different and will be revised in 2024. Currently, Quebec has below listed funding requirements for international students effective between January 1, 2023 and December 31, 2023 based on age. Nakalagay dito mga Colony Boy, one person under the age of 18, 7,176 Canadian dollars. And then one person age 18 and over, 14,349 Canadian dollars. Then two people age 18 and over, 21,046 Canadian dollars. Two people age 18 and over, and one person under age of 18, 23,575 Canadian dollars. Then lastly, two people age 18 and over, and two people under the age of 18, 25,444 Canadian dollars. So, mas mababa sa province ng Quebec mga kabayan ha. Then nakalagay dito, acceptable proofs for the cost of living requirement. Students applying for study permit in Canada can prove the living expense requirements with one of the following. So, ito yung kinakailangan i-provide ng mga gusto magkapag-aral dito mga kabayan or mag-apply ng study permit. Okay, number 1, a guaranteed investment certificate or GIC from a participating Canadian financial institution. Next, documentation of a Canadian bank account in your name if you've transferred money to Canada. Third, proof of a student or education loan from bank. Fourth, bank statements for the last 4 months. Fifth, a bank draft convertible to Canadian dollars. Sixth, a letter from the individual or institution providing the funds. Then seventh, evidence of funds received from within Canada if you are enrolled in a Canadian-funded program or have a scholarship. These funds are withdrawn by students after reaching Canada to meet their basic expenses, and the Canadian Immigration Department does not access or use these funds. So yun mga kaldiboy, na-share ko lang yung mga pagbabago dito about new cost of living requirement for Canada, study permit, as well as any accompanying family members. So sa mga nangarap makarating dito as a student, so syempre, medyo mabigat talaga to. Malaking halaga ang kinakailangan yung ilabas nang sa ganun kayo yung maging qualified. Hindi lang ikaw, pati ang iyong family members. So kung meron talaga kayong pera, well, you have a chance. Pero yung mga kababayan natin na talagang medyo gipit, of course, kinakailangan nyo maghanap ng iba't ibang mga ways and means. Hindi lang student pathways ang pwede nyong gawin para kayo ay makarating dito sa Canada, makapagtrabaho, makapag-settle. Napakaraming ways and means. Pwede ka makapasok dito as a skilled worker. Pwede ka rin dito makapasok via sponsorship kung meron kang relatives dito. At pwede ka rin dito makapagtrabaho, just for example lang, ikaw ay refugee. May mga programang bansa Canada for refugee. Kinakailangan mo lamang ma-meet ang kanilang mga requirements at napakarami pa. Aralin mo kung ano yung mga programa ng bansang Canada. Nandyan sa kanilang site, canada.ca. Kinakailangan mo lamang tignan yan, aralin. So, ganun lamang. So, naibahagi ko lang itong mga changes dito sa bansang Canada nang sa ganun maging aware din ng iba nating kababayan. As always, kinakailangan mo lamang talagang sundin kung ano yung mga pagbabago. So, yun mga kaldiboy, sa mga kababayan ko na nangarap makarating sa Canada, makapag-aral, makapagtrabaho, siyempre gusto mag-settle dito, marami namang mga paraan. Kinakailangan nyo lamang aralin kung ano talagang pathway ang gusto nyo sundan. Kagaya nga nabanggit ko kanina, if gusto mo makarating dito with your relatives, as a student, syempre, may mga eligibility requirements na kinakailangan mong sundin. Isa na nga dito yung pagbabayad ng study permit mga bayan. At kung ikaw naman ay skilled worker, napakaraming pathways na maaari mong sundin or maaari mong gawin nang sa ganun magkaroon ng katuparan ng iyong pangarap. So yan, as always, consistency, patience, and a positive mindset, samahan nyo ng diligence, tiwala sa sarili, tiwala sa may kapal, at tiwala sa proseso. Sa mga nangarap makapagtrabaho sa bansa Canada, and even sa ibang panig ng mundo, keep the dream alive lang, be inspired and be motivated. Kung sakasakali nagustuhan nyo yung video na ito, don't forget to give a thumbs up. At kung bago pa lang kayo sa akin channel, huwag nyo kalimutan mag-subscribe. And click mo notification bell para lagi kang updated sa mga bagong job opportunities, OFW na kayo na-upload. Please leave a comment kung meron kayong katanungan and pakishare rin ang video na ito para makarating na rin sa iba nating mga kabayan. Happy New Year sa inyo lahat dyan sa Pilipinas and syempre sa lahat ng mga kabayan ko all over the world. Let's welcome 2024 with hope. At syempre, kinakailangan mapanatili natin ang ating mga pangatawan na nasa malusog. At syempre, dapat manalangin tayo palagi. So yun, see you in my next video. Bye-bye. God bless mga ka-Wildy Boy.